Hey guys, and welcome to Book Haul Monday, where there's a book haul every Monday while supplies last. But I was a little lazy, especially during the last month of December, and I didn't film a book haul, and I meant to, and now it's just really late. So all the books that you're going to see are from 2014. Just gonna make this clarification because I'm doing really well so far, because I made the goal to read more by less in 2014 and I did okay with it, but I want to do better with it in 2015, so I'm keeping strict maintenance over which books that I get each month and stuff like that. I think I'm even going to start writing it down and stuff. So let's get started on some of these 2014 books, and the 2015 books will be the week after this, hopefully, because I have bought books in 2015 but haven't as much, but the month's not over yet, so I'm not gonna name a number yet just in case I give it again. So the first book that I want is from a giveaway and from Jessica from the Price is Wong, and I'm gonna link her down below, and it was her Tad Hills giveaway, and I won Duck Duck Goose, and it is signed by him, Quack Quack Honk. This is a nice little illustrated. I like the illustrations in this book. It follows this duck and this goose from his other books, really. They have a whole series of them, but in this one, the other duck brings in another duck friend who just moved there, and are really competitive, over everything, we can drink this faster, slightly sort of thing. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. My friend's kid, whenever he comes over, he always picks up this book, and I've read it to him once or twice, but really he likes to just look through it, and he makes me watch him turn the page, making me listen to his own story that he kind of makes up along with it. But sometimes he likes me to read it too as well, so that's good. And they all he likes it the most, so, but I'm just gonna keep it here because at first I was gonna give it to him, but then I was like, I can keep it here for whenever he's here, and that way he has something to do. And also she gave me the shirt, which I can kind of fit, really. I haven't tried it on, but it looks like it will, and it just has the character Goose on there, honk. But sorry for the train, I could also just give it to him since he likes it the most out of the kids, as far as I can tell, and that way he can just sleep in it. I kind of forgot that I had this shirt actually because it was just underneath all these other books that you'll see later on. So we'll see about that. Thanks. Now to some other books. We have Hero Song by Edith Patel, and I love this book. I reread it many a times, 5 out of 5 stars, and they gave me a library edition, so I had to get my money back. I really hated that though, because I really was looking forward to not having to find this book ever again. But it follows Collins, whose beloved younger sister, she disappeared, and he has been dragging his heels. He's not a warrior or anything, so he's really worried about going off. How's he gonna find her really, and what would he do if he did? He doesn't really have anything. He's not a warrior. But then this Kessel, which is kind of a drifter sort of thing, comes to the land, and he's usually kind of look dopey and stuff, but he's really clear-eyed, and he's you know what you have to do and go do it. So he finally sets off in his quest to find his sister, and of course there's adventures, and in the world that he lives in, the neighboring kingdom is filled with all sorts of evil people, and is they're about to be at war again. And of course he has there somewhere along on his journey there's information for that as well. So I'm really liking this world. I never read the sequel, but I'm really hoping to, but I'm not sure if it's going to wrap up or not in the sequel, because I know she had said, the author, that she was planning several books, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Plus, it doesn't follow the same character, so I'm just really sad about that as well. The next book is One Death, 9 Stories by Mark Arison and Charles R. Smith Jr., and it follows 9 different stories by 9 different authors, but they all take place in the same world and are centered around the same fact that this boy has died, and just kind of creates all these ripple effects through all these people's lives. So it's the same story, so it's not different ones, kind of, really, sort of. I did a review on it, so I'll link it down below because I had gotten a review copy from NetGalley, but I'm glad that I bought the physical book as well. It's nice. It's short. The next book that I got was The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafron. Yes, you're seeing double. One of them had like rips in it, and like when you took off the cover, like there were dents everywhere. So I was just like, yeah. And then I was like, that is like not like new condition. And then got a replacement copy. But they're so, it's like the most beautiful cover ever. But you know, when you look at my other, like this is the third book, and like compared to this one, look, it's like just shorter, and like this one is just like bigger than this one. I know they have another copy of this one that probably looks more like this one, so I may end up getting it. I was gonna get it eventually, but they only had this one, and I didn't know like the size difference when I did that. And plus, like the first book in the series, I got the Penguin Dropcap edition, so it really doesn't match. But you know, if I end up really loving it, then maybe I'll take the time to like buy the third one at least in like a different cover, and maybe buy the other one in a regular edition. But I really love this edition, so I'm never getting rid of it either way. So just putting that out there. But anyway, I think this series follows I'll just show the pretty one. Like someone is like taking away books or making them disappear or something, but I've heard really great things, so I'm looking forward to it. The next book that I got was another replacement copy, and it was The Death of Bees by Alyssa O'Donnell. And as some of you may know who heard my tirade, now can actually take the cover off, because before, when I had an edition, it was literally stuck to it. You could not take it off without, it was just like the most heinous thing ever. And it follows these two girls, and their parents die, and they bury them in the backyard because one of them wants to wait until like they turn 18 so they could have custody of the younger one, I believe, and just their neighbors and everything start to notice, so things happen. The next book is Plus One by Elizabeth Fama, another kind of replacement. I just seem to have such back books towards the end of the month. It was ripped all the way down here. I was not happy. So nice new copy, and this one follows this girl Night, and in this world there's like night and day, and they don't interact, but her niece or her nephew or whatever is born into day, and something happens and she ends up taking him and going on a run, and of course she meets this boy Day, and they challenge the rules of their society or whatever, I think. So I'm really looking forward to this, because I know a lot of people have had it recently, especially because of the book outlet thing, but I haven't really heard what anyone has to say about it. The next book that I got was Salt and Storm by Kendall Cooper, and this is one I've been eyeing for a while. I swear, whenever I'm on Amazon or Goodreads, they just seem to link it to me. So finally got it. You don't know what you must give up to become a witch. So Avery Rowe, she wants to claim her birthright, and she wants to be like the protector of this island for like sailors, to stop them from like, I guess, drowning to their death and everything. But her mother like has her like trapped in this non-power kind of thing, but she still has a vision, and they usually come true. And this one is of herself being killed, so she wants to make some different decisions, obviously. And she meets this boy, because apparently that's what one must do, and he's tattooed up, and he has powers of his own, and he's mysterious, and things happen. But I believe this is a standalone, so thank God for that. I like standalones. I've been like pursuing them out more, so I won't have a whole series to get to. I'm looking forward to learning more about that. And then the next book I got is a bind up of like five like stories. Well, it's the same story, but the thing is, you ever know on the Kindle where they start a story and it's only like 50 to 100 pages, and then they have the next installment and the next installment, and it's not like, it's like you really could have just did the book in one, but really you're just drawing it out, I feel like, for money or other stuff, or I don't know. But I got the first volume free a long time ago, and I still haven't read it, and it's still free, so I'll link it down below. But it is The Dark Soul by Aleksandr Voinov, the complete collection, and it takes place in the mob. So this guy, he's in the mob, and he's gay, and he's hiding it because it's not something you want to tell people in the mob, in that world that they live in. But I believe he meets this assassin, and they kind of hit it off, and like sparks flying, so it's like some dangerous bloody romance thing going on. I probably should have read the first one when I finally got it for free, but I think it was after I bought this, really. But I've been wanting it for even longer. I'm so excited to finally have this in my hand and to read it. And I'm definitely going to count each volume as a separate one, because that is how I roll, people. Don't judge me. It counts on Goodreads as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then I will count it there. So I'm literally looking forward to seeing what it's all about. And of course, I love this cover. And apparently, I just have this thing lately, it seems, with getting, because I also have like this one book called Ruthless People. It's on my Kindle, and you know, it also deals with a mob and like a romance between like this guy Liam and this girl, Melanie, and she's head of the she's of the Italian mob and he's of the Irish mob, and they have to like, their union has to, you know, just to solidify ties. I don't know what it is lately about all these gun things. I don't know. I have a problem. The next book that I got is Boy with the Cuckoo Clock Heart by Mathis Malzoa. This cover though. I was watching someone haul it, and I went to thrift books. Well, technically I went to Amazon, eBay, and Barnes and Nobles, and then I went to thrift books, and thrift books surprisingly had it, and I had to make a split decision, so I just hurried up and bought it, and actually came in the condition that I ordered it in, and I was so excited. And anyway, it follows this, it takes place in Edinburgh 1874, and this boy is born with a frozen heart, and so his mother like kind of gives up and gives him to this doctor or whatever, and abandons him or whatever, and the doctor puts in this cuckoo clock heart to replace his heart, but tells him that, you know, as he grows older, that he shouldn't get like overly excited about anything, because, you know, it could be really dangerous for him. So anyway, when he's 10, he falls head over heels for this girl. And it's dangerous for a couple of reasons, because there's always there's someone else vying for her affection, and he's a bully, and he's like beating him up, so that puts his heart in danger as well. So just all these kind of different things, and I guess it's kind of like a poignant and funny in which Jack Flynn learns the great joys and ultimate the greater cost of owning a fully formed heart. So it sounds really awesome, and I can't wait. And it's really short, and it has deckle edges, and yeah. So the last book I got, let's not judge the title. I've really been wanting something else by Audrey Nevin here. She did The Time Traveler's Wife, which I love. Okay, like I love, and I'm gonna reread it this year hopefully. But I noticed she did like picture books and stuff like that, and so this year I may, like for my slowdown, make like an exception for all of her books because I really want them, especially after seeing like this big thing. It's a big book. It's a big, beautiful book. It's called The Three Incestuous Sisters, and I think it's misleading because I think it's really about, like, I couldn't get an exact read on what it's about, but I think it's about these three sisters who fall in love with like the same guy and they're battering over him, but I haven't exactly read it, so until I know. But when I was flipping through it, at the very least, I haven't read it yet, I saw this one, and it is like just her drowning in her hair or whatever, and it says drowning in sadness in the sea, and it just has a beautiful pictures all in here. So I'm definitely going to like try to get the other ones. I really want the Raven Girl, I believe it's called, by her, and I wonder if it's going to come like this or if it's going to be like, you know, a regular size book. But those are all the books, the rest of the books that I got in 2014, and if I missed any of them, then I'll mention it in a later haul, because I feel like I did, but it's like I'm really hot right now, and I just, oh yeah. So you guys let me know down below if you guys have heard of any of the books that I mentioned, whether or not you liked them, you hated them, whether or not you're planning to get any of them, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.